Big up. I'm here. Welcome. I'm on the wrong side of always. Welcome. This is news. F1 news. The season going to start now. I think there was a car unveiled today. I think it was the Haas. I missed it. So we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Lewis Hamilton going to Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton is finally leaving Mercedes and he's going to the Reds. Many people thought this was going to happen a few years ago. Then as Lewis Hamilton aged, they had second thoughts. Probably thought maybe he's not going to go to Ferrari. Martin Brundle said it as well. Martin Brundle said he's not going to go to Ferrari, but I would still love him to be in. I'd love to see Lewis Hamilton in the red car. There's a big, massive delay. I don't know where this delay is coming from. I'm not sorry about this, guys. But anyway, Lewis Hamilton goes to Ferrari. It's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. A lot of people online are saying, "No, we're not going to support Lewis Hamilton." This was when the news first broke that they said they wasn't going to support Lewis Hamilton. But now they're coming round. People are saying now they're going to get the tops. They're going to buy all the merchandise. Listen, if you're a Lewis Hamilton fan, which I am, it doesn't matter where he goes, you will support him. And if you don't support him now, you will when you see him in the red. I think it's a good thing. Maybe there's a few reasons why maybe Lewis Hamilton is going. I'm just going to give you my opinion, my theory. My theory is maybe he can see the car and maybe he thinks the car's not good enough. He saw the data that we never see. He probably saw the new car. He probably saw the data and he said, you know what? This ain't good enough. Because he had a get-out clause in his contract that he signed last year that he could get out anytime he likes. And now he's getting out. He's activated that clause and he's now leaving to go to Ferrari in 2025. I think it's a good thing. I think he needs a change. TOTO said it today. I don't know if TOTO actually means that or if he's just saying it for the camera. I don't know. But he said it's good that he needs a change. He said the team love him still. When he does, even if he does leave, when he does leave, they'll still love him. He's had a long relationship with. Look, you got to think about it. How long has he been with Mercedes? He didn't just start with Mercedes with the actual team. He was actually driving a Mercedes engine when he was at McLaren. So really, ever since he's been in Formula One, he's been driving a Mercedes engine. So this is the first time since Lewis Hamilton has entered Formula One, and he's not going to be driving a Mercedes engine next year. And that's a good thing. It's good to have change. It's not always good to be the same. Eventually, he's going to leave the team. Maybe this is what I think. Look, when he was at McLaren and he jumped ship to Mercedes, everybody was saying, I remember at the time, everybody was saying, what are you doing? Why are you going to Mercedes? Mercedes are crap. Mercedes are rubbish. What happened? He must have went there because Niki Lauda lured him in. He was the salesman. Niki Lauda must have said to him, look, this is our car, nothing much now, but when the new regulations change, we're going to be on top of it. And this is what lured Lewis Hamilton to Mercedes. And look how that worked out. 7 titles later with Mercedes. And then again, that's my theory. And another theory is, like I said, he could be looking at the car, Mercedes. He must think, nah, it's still going to be the same old rubbish. They're going to do a patch-up job. I'm going. But Lewis Hamilton go to Ferrari. It's refreshing. I'm happy because I support Lewis Hamilton. So either way, it doesn't mean nothing. It's still the same. But the deal that he's supposed to be getting, he's supposed to be near to 100 million, over 100 million a month, not a year. 100 million a year Lewis Hamilton's going to be on. So I think his last contract was like 60, 65 million. The Max Verstappen signed his new contract with Red Bull, what made him up the highest paid driver. That went to 70 million. Now Lewis Hamilton has trumped that and now he's going to be on over 100 million a year. Now, when this got announced yesterday, people were saying, oh, you know what? Lewis Hamilton, he's going to Ferrari. Or what's the diversity going to be like? What's it going to be like? Fred Vasseur said today that all these Mission 44, all these projects, they're going to carry on to Ferrari. They're still going to run with it. So that's good news right there. That's good news there. There's no need to worry about if Lewis Hamilton is still not going to do if his team's not going to support him with his Mission 44. They said they will support him. They said they will support Lewis Hamilton. And I'm happy with that. I am happy with that, man. I think it's a good thing. And I think the regulations change in 2026. Remember that. The regulations change in 2026. And maybe the same things happened. What happened all them years ago when you had Lewis Hamilton at McLaren, and then he went to, after McLaren, he went to Mercedes, because he knew that Mercedes, when the regulations change, that Mercedes is going to be on top. Maybe he sees the same thing in Ferrari. Did you ever think that? That when Lewis Hamilton's looking at that car, he's probably thinking, yeah, they showed him the data, and the Fred Vasseur probably said, you know what? Come to Ferrari in 2025, because in 2026, when the regulations change, we're going to be on top. And probably that's what lured him to Ferrari. Imagine this. Imagine this. Lewis Hamilton winning a 9th world title, or a 9th world title with Ferrari. Imagine that. He's going to do what Schumacher did. He's going to do what Niki Lauda did. All them great legends that drove for Ferrari, Fangio, all them great legends of F1 that won in the red car. Lewis Hamilton's name is going to be among all them greats. Because everybody used to say when he was with Mercedes, oh yeah, he only did it with Mercedes McLaren. He's going to do it in Ferrari as well. Now, there you go. Now he's going to have a chance to win a world title with Ferrari. This is a positive thing. I don't know why people are saying it's all negative. It's positive. It is positive. So, I'm going to bring in Mike Hodge, my partner in crime. And before I bring him in, this is where Formula One's going to be. Formula One's going to be on this channel from now on. This is where Formula One's going to be on all this. If you want the football is going to be on the Football Dons. It's going to be on the Football Dons. The link to the Football Dons is right here. This is where me and Toto are going to do all our football stuff. The new channel. So please leave your comments. Subscribe. Hit that link right there. If you hit that link is to our football channel, the Football Dons. This channel, Solo P1 and Toto Hammer, this is where we're going to do all our Formula 1 like we did originally, because we want to keep them separate. Football and the Football Dons, Formula 1 on our channel, Toto Hammer and Solo P1. So, big up to Luca AFC. Big up, bro. Thanks for joining us today. We're just talking about Formula 1 and talking about Lewis Hamilton. After this, we're going to be doing a player rating, player lineup for Liverpool, Arsenal versus Liverpool. That will be on the Football Dons. The link is in the chat room. Check it out. That's where we're going to do all our football. So remember to subscribe to everything. So, this is to my cold cues, my partner in crime, Toto Hammer. Big up, Toto.
Big up, man. Big up, man.
Big up.
I can hear myself.
Yeah, I've just told Luca AFC if he wants to come onto our channel, Luca AFC, for the football. I've just put our link for the Football Dons in the chat room. So all someone's got to do is just click on that link, and that'll go straight to our football channel. For people who don't know, that's where we're doing our videos for Football Dons. This is just Formula 1. So, Toto Hammer, what are you saying?
Yeah, big up, man. Big up, man. I can hear myself solo for some reason.
I only can hear just you. I can't hear no echo.
I think I can hear myself from my end. So, is it better if you mute it?
Yeah, but if I mute you, I won't be able to hear you. Talk
Hello?
to me fine. I can't. It's not on the screen.
I'll just talk. Yeah, big up everyone. Big up Luca. And yeah. We had a space yesterday talking about Lewis going to Ferrari. Decent space. I know there's only two of us, but I had a good discussion with each other. And we've also explained why Lewis is going to Ferrari. But how I'm feeling, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but Lewis going to Ferrari, man. Who would ever thought? There was rumours ages ago, but there weren't really rumours because all commentators were saying I would love to see Lewis in that red Ferrari, but it weren't really definite that Lewis was going to go into Ferrari. I thought Lewis was going to stay at Mercedes, but I think this is just unexpectedly just happened, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for Mercedes fans. It's going to be hard for Lewis fans because at the end of the day, he's been with Mercedes ever since he was 13 years old. Even though he was in McLaren, yeah, he was in McLaren Mercedes, but it's still Mercedes. It's still a Mercedes power unit. So to me, it's still Mercedes, still with Mercedes. Ron Dennis brought him from McLaren Mercedes, and then I think 2013, 2014, he joined Mercedes, and then him and Rosberg had that ultimate rivalry. It lasted for years. I think until like 2016, then Rosberg retired. That's when his first encounter was Rosberg for Mercedes. Great rivalry. But ever since then, he's been the number one for Mercedes for years and years and years. And yeah, so my thoughts on Mercedes going to Ferrari, I think it'll be a good move for him. It will be a good move for him. I think it'll go to a better car because I think this year, Mercedes, this is my views on this season. I think this season, Mercedes will have a good car. I think they're going to throw all the upgrades. So I said on the space yesterday, I think they're going to throw all the upgrades on Mercedes' car to have Hamilton have a really good send-off. I think this season is going to be the season that he either wins his 8th world title or he comes close, at least comes second. I think the Mercedes car will be good this season because Mercedes always had that problem. They've always had the ground effect. I'll get onto that later because I'm just switching subject now. I'll just stick to this subject that I think Mercedes will have a good car this season, and I think Lewis as a whole will do good this season, and I think Russell will play the number 2 role. But of course, Russell's not really entitled to play the number 2 role because if Lewis is doing bad in a race, Russell's entitled to that position. But yeah, how I'm feeling about this, I think it'll be a good move for Lewis, and yeah, that's how I think about it so far.
Yeah, for people in the chat room, please smash the like button, share your comments in the chat room. So, the deal that Lewis Hamilton supposed to be signed. So, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about it?
I think one of the reasons why. I think one of the reasons why Lewis left Mercedes. I think.
So how do you feel about it? I'm asking you. How do you?
Yeah,
feel
how do I said this? It's a good move for Lewis. I think he'll be in a better car because 2026 is the new regulations. Of course, Audi will start to come in. Something that will go to Audi, and I think in 2026 Ferrari will have a good car because towards the end of last season, Ferrari did bag a couple of podiums. There's some big delay on this, I can hear my voice from your end for some reason.
I can't hear nothing. There's a delay in there's a delay. I think it's StreamYard playing.
But yeah, at the end of last season, Ferrari was starting to bag some podiums. Ferrari actually got up there. The problem with Mercedes, what they have for 2 years, they had that really bad ground effect problem. All started from the porpoising. Every team fixed the porpoising, but Mercedes was the only one that didn't fix the porpoising. And yeah, the only team that fixed the porpoising. And then Mercedes thought that the problem is just the porpoising. I think next season will do good. The problem is just the porpoising. Then TOTO came out. Look, we're going to blow everyone out the water because Mercedes thought that it was a side pod.
But how do you feel? I'm asking you, how do you feel about Lewis going to Ferrari? That's all I want to know. How do you feel?
I think it's a good move. I think it's a good move. It'll be good for him, and at least he's going to a different team. And yeah, it's good for him. I'm going to keep it simple. It's good for him, in my opinion.
So Lewis Hamilton's deal is. Basically said it's reported that he could reach up to 400 million euros, his deal. That's probably over a 2-year period, or I don't know. But I heard from other sources that his deal was going to be 100, because Lewis Hamilton, I think he was on 60 or 65 million at Mercedes. And then Max Verstappen had a new deal with Red Bull, trumped that to 70. Now, this deal, what Lewis Hamilton's getting, is supposed to be 100 million. 100 million, you know. Yeah. Some people are saying that it could be more. It depends. Because obviously you're going to get deals in there with like, you're going to get stuff like sponsorship. You're going to have all these Mission 44 in there, which they said they're going to take on with pride. Because Fred Vasseur said he wants more diversity in Ferrari, not just all Italians. So that's a good thing as well. So, and the thing about it, Lewis Hamilton, and not a lot of people know this, and I never knew this till today, that he's known Fred Vasseur for 20 years. He's known the Ferrari team principal for 20 years. So I didn't know that. I just found that out today. So it weren't just one of them things where he just jumped ship. Obviously, he knows what he's doing, Lewis Hamilton. He knows what the future holds. But I'm just getting this same vibe like I did back in the day when Lewis Hamilton jumped to Mercedes. Because I remember when he jumped to Mercedes in 2013, and I was thinking, what is he doing? And it weren't just me that thought that. Most of the fans thought, why are you leaving McLaren, what was a decent team, and going to Mercedes, what a crap team? He knew what was coming down the pipeline. He knew what was coming in when the new regulations started. When 2014, when the new regulations started, he would have had 1 year already in Mercedes. And then when the 2014 season starts, he'll be ready. He knew what was going to happen. He knew exactly what was going to happen, Lewis Hamilton. This is why he went to Mercedes. But at the time, we never knew that. We'd have thought, what are you going to Mercedes for? Why are you going? Because at the time, Red Bull was the best car. Vettel was smashing everyone. They had the best car. And then when he jumped ship to Mercedes, everybody, and this was a year before the regulations changed to the hybrid era. Nobody knew much about the hybrid era, but Mercedes did. And I think that's what happened when Niki Lauda lured him. And you know the story with Niki Lauda. He spoke to Niki Lauda. Niki Lauda convinced Lewis Hamilton to go to Mercedes. He convinced him. He said, come to Mercedes. And he must have told him, look, 2014, when the regulations changed, this is what we're doing. This is what I'm thinking now with Ferrari. Maybe Fred Vasseur said to him, look, come to Ferrari in 2025, because when the new regulations change, the regulations change in 2026. It's going to be a whole new regulations. No more ground effect. The ground effect is done. It's going back the way it was before, engine power, the way it was before. No more, absolutely no more, ground effects. So Ferrari must be saying to them, right, this is how we're doing it. Join us in 2025. I give you a year in the car, and when 2026 comes, we hit the ground running, and that's it. That's the impression I'm getting. And I think that's why Lewis Hamilton's going. And plus, they want him there. They're giving him the big money. They're letting him use his Mission 44. Everything's a positive. And he's going to be driving the car that all the great legends drove in the past. Because a lot of people say, oh, yeah, but it'd be better if he won it in a Ferrari. Now he's gone to Ferrari. And he could win his, 9th world title with Ferrari. Because to me, he's an 8-time champion anyway. That's my opinion. I think it's a positive. So people in the chat room, big up to everybody in the chat room, guys. This is a quick message to everybody. This is to thanks, Cananjaro. This is the message to everybody. This is our new channel where we're going to be doing our football. Check that out. Click the link. Click that link. I'm going to go on there. I'm going to go on the new channel and put it in the link. Click that link, and that's where all our football is going to be. Right there. Click that link, Cananjaro. Everybody's watching us. The football is not going to be on these channels anymore. This is just for Formula One. That's the way it was before, but now we've got a football channel just from me and Toto, and it's going to be one channel. It's called The Football Duns. We've got 13, 14 subscribers. It's only a new channel, but all the football content, watch-alongs, reviews, lineups, everything's going to be on there. So after this video, when we're finished, we're going to be doing a football video, and we'll be on that channel. You can join us on there. Click that link, and that's the link for our channel, and hit that subscribe, and that's where we're going to be in future. So I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I'll just basically say, look, Mercedes, he had a good run with Mercedes. They couldn't give him the car. He told them, he said, look, we need to change course. They didn't listen. They didn't listen. And they carried on with the car, and now they've changed concepts. Lewis probably look at the car now, he's probably thinking maybe it's still not good enough. So he's splitting. So he's going. You know, sometimes change is good, you know. Remember, guys, in life, change is good. So, Toto, you got anything to say before we head off to start the football?
No, I'm just saying, look. I'm just saying, Solo, I can't talk properly. I can hear him. Is it all right? You can mute your mic.
Fine. I can say everything sounds good. Everything
All
sounds
right.
good.
But yeah, Lewis going to Ferrari. This is what Lewis basically had to say about it. I had amazing 11 years of this team. I'm so proud of what we've achieved together. Hamilton said Mercedes has been a part of my life since I was 13 years old, and it's a place where I've grown up. So making a decision was leave one of the hardest decisions I'd have ever had to make. And I think, to me, I think Hamilton has had enough. Look, if you think about it, right, he's had 2 years of this team. They're always running behind. They're starting on the low. And Mercedes, they're not really known for dropouts of qualifying. You know that they're not really known for dropouts of qualifying. And now them 2 years have been getting dropouts, been getting ground effect problems. Reliability weren't really an issue, but it was always a ground effect and the porpoising, which was really a problem for Mercedes. And they couldn't really adapt to any tracks. I think Hamilton was thinking, look, I've got to find a new team. Because even though he's been with Mercedes for ages now, these last 2 years, I've been costing him loads. Ever since the Abu Dhabi 2021 season, 2022 and 2023, it hasn't been really good years for Mercedes. So that's what I'm saying. What I think about Hamilton going to Ferrari, it is a good move because Ferrari can adapt. I'll bring back to the porpoising days when Mercedes had porpoising. Like between 1 or 2 testing days, Ferrari had it sorted. But it was always Mercedes that always had the problem. And then they got rid of the side pods, which made the car even worse. Then they brought the side pods back again. And it was always Ferrari that had that edge over it in testing, and they can adapt things better. The only thing I don't like Mercedes going to Ferrari is that pit strategy team. And now I think there's a solution to this because the Ferrari team principal says he wants to include more diversity and he doesn't want the Ferrari team just to be all Italian. When you had Ross Brawn, when you had Michael Schumacher there, they had a mix of engineers, Italian, English, European engineers. Yeah. The problem with Ferrari, they keep it all Italian. So let's hopefully when Hamilton goes there, he brings some of his own guys in.
It will change.
Because when Michael Schumacher went to, I know it's not Mercedes he's going to, but it's a similar kind of concept.
Yeah, when Michael Schumacher went there, he brought his guys from Brawn.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of the couple of guys from Brawn, yeah.
Yeah, and what Michael Schumacher did, he helped.
Not Brawn. Where was he before? Where he won his first 2 titles. What was it again? You know the one I'm on about. He won it in green car. Yeah, he won it in 93. No, he won it in 94 and 95. Yeah. Anyway, he brought that team with him, the people that he knew, and he brought it to Ferrari, had his own team, and look how that worked out. Look how many titles he won.
Yeah, and I think what Hamilton's going to do when he goes to Ferrari, he will help set the car because the experience he's got, the amount of teams he's been to, he will help Ferrari set up the car for him. And I think Ferrari as a team will get better. I think the engineering team, the pit team will get better because I think more European people, or even world, doesn't have to be European, worldwide, just a mix of different people will join that team. I think Ferrari will be a good team in 2026. They will adapt to the new regulations because Ferrari's known for adapting to regulations.
The prepping Lewis Hamilton for 2026. Yeah, that's why I said it's the same pattern. The same pattern is happening. He went to Mercedes in 2013 when Mercedes wasn't that good. They prepped him, and when 2014 started, the new regulations kicked in, hybrid era. What happened? Mercedes dominated. Yeah. I think this is what happened with Ferrari. They brought him and said, look, this is the direction we're coming. We want you to come in 2025 because when 2026 happens, when all the new regulations start, there's no more ground effects. This is the direction we're going, and we think we're going to be on top. We'll be fighting for podiums and we'll be winning the world titles. And that's the only reason why Lewis Hamilton would probably leave Mercedes, a team that he's been with since he was a young kid. You know, he must see the writing on the wall that Ferrari are going to be the team on top in 2026. That's why he's going there the year before the regulations kick in, the new regulations. That's just my opinion. I might be wrong, but that's my opinion. So that is the end of the video. We're going to be doing a football video straight after this. Remember the link there, Football Duns. The link will be in the description, and it's also on the screen as well. Click on there, and we'll be doing our video shortly, straight after this, on the Football Duns. I'm sorry about the connection problem today, people. Where I am, I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. It is dodgy because look at the delay on that. I've just frozen. So sorry, guys. Big up. See you later, guys. Bye. Froze, completely froze. Hold on. There you go. See you later, guys. Bye. Let's get the trailer up. I'm going to do the trailer. See you later, guys.